I'm Sally Chibuzie, founder and owner of the brand Unshakable. You know the motto, unshakable is a state of mind. Take your state of mind with you everywhere you go. Be unshakable, be in truth with yourself, love yourself. I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Chronicles of Unshakable Truths. And today's topic is Shades of Grey. I have a couple of guests with me and I'm going to do some sort of introduction. I think I will start to my left and ask you 3 questions. Who are you? What's your favorite thing to do in the whole world? And what's your own personal synonym or synonyms for unshakable?
Okay, my name is Oita Udenson. And the favorite thing I like to do in the whole world is actually creating. I like creating things, I'm an ideas person, so they keep popping up, and I like to take them somewhere.
Okay.
Not just having the idea, but to actually do something with it. And synonyms with unshakable, mine will be faith.
Faith?
Yeah, and true to self.
Okay. Okay. Sorry, I'm taking notes because I'm old, I forget things. So, so let's go to Ngozi. Who are you? What's your favorite thing to do? And what's your synonym or synonyms for unshakable?
Okay, so my name is Ngozi Ayanru. Favorite things to do, I have 2. I love to travel.
I knew she was going to say that.
See new places, experience new things, eat different things, meet different people. And the second thing is I love to build houses. And what I love most is just seeing plain land, conceptualizing what it is, and then seeing people live in the house. It's like nurturing a child to me. Synonyms for unshakable, I would say anchor. And she knows why. We already had a chat on that.
Yes.
But basically, I believe life will always throw us curveballs. The important thing is to make sure you're anchored. So no matter how much it shakes, you remain unshakable. And you are where you're supposed to be at the end of the day. The second one will be focus. So that no matter the distractions or the brick walls, you can just keep going, overcome all the challenges, and stay focused. That's another synonym I would say is for unshakable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And this is actually my sister, by the way. Over to you, Malica.
Yeah, so I'm Malica or Laika, depends on who's asking. And what do I love to do? I think I love doing nothing but with my tribe. So what I mean by that, I guess, is those unplanned hangouts where you're with your people. You're nothing but yourself. You're not doing anything. You're just catching up and having a good time. Mm-hmm. I think I absolutely love that. I also love traveling. And yeah, synonyms for unshakable. I'll say mine is freedom. Freedom of being your authentic self. You know, because I think that's quite tough in today's world, isn't it? So yeah, that would be for me, freedom to be your authentic self.
Okay, and am I supposed to be talking about myself as well? Yes. You guys must be sick of me by now, but yes, to answer the question, my favorite thing to do is to write. And because I'm stepping out of my comfort zone, my new favorite thing to do is to talk. So, well, actually, I think some people will disagree. I like to talk already, but yes, my new favorite thing to do is to talk with a bit more intention and purpose. Hence, we are creating this whole podcast. Is all about that and linking things back in. So, back to Shades of Grey. So, if you haven't figured it out, we're all kind of like Silver Vixens, salt and pepper, you name it. So definitely salt, me more pepper. So Malica was saying to me earlier on that I'm a bit of a fraud because I'm not all grey, but I promise you, I am grey in front. You know, and then obviously Ngozi is as well. She got her silver streak. So yeah, we are the unshakable Silver Vixens. Yeah. That's what I'm calling us. So what do we think about that?
We should get rings. Matching rings.
This is a new cult. So let me start by saying this, right? So when I came up with this concept, I looked through, I thought like, oh, who do I know? Obviously, I'm grey, I embrace it. My sister is as well. And a few of my friends. So I looked through and I thought, okay, I know the perfect people because I think in today's world, people don't necessarily like to show off their grace. So the perception of what is normal is more not grey, right? So I think maybe because grey might be affiliated with old age, maybe, or something like that. But we'll come to that in a minute. So on the day I decided to talk about this, I sat down in my living room with my mum and we were watching Emily in Paris. I don't know if you like the series, if you know it, or but she was giving a sales pitch. And she said this, and I'm going to read it out because I can't remember. She says, maybe going grey isn't giving up. It's glowing up. Absolutely love that. She's older, she's bolder, and she's living in the zone between intimacy and exhibitionism. She's living in the grey area. And that just really spoke to me. So I think I'm just going to throw it at Osita first, just because she's nodding and smiling quite enthusiastically at me. So tell us a little bit about your journey to Silver Vixen.
I like that. Yeah, actually I've been greying since my 20s and spent a lot of money on dyeing it, trying to cover up. Not necessarily cover up. I was bold. I had colours. Not black, you know. So I was mauve at one point, pink. You know, I was known for different colours. So that in itself is because I've always liked being different. Right from university, I was a punk in uni. So
I love it.
Yeah, I've always been different, you know. So that's my natural self, you know. So putting colours in my hair was still okay. It was still standing out, so to speak. Not that I wanted to, but I embraced just being different. And it was my hairdresser. She's been disturbing me, especially when I turned 40. She kept going, your hair is really silver and not grey, you know, embrace it. I'm dying to have it. You know, I'm like, don't you want the money? She's, listen, I can see it. You know, you look good. Just don't stop dyeing this hair. So that's £40. That's how much it used to cost me every month to dye it. And I thought, okay. I said to her, give me 50. Once I turn 50, that's it. We'll do it. So she kept counting down to my 50th birthday, yes. And that was it, 50. We just did it. The colour, I can't remember. I think that I had dyed it black then, and she's like, I can strip it off, and that was what we did.
What you want to strip it off?
Yeah, you can actually strip.
Or take the colour out.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So she stripped it. It took a whole day. I tell you, I can't remember the product she used, but she just kept stripping, and then the silver just kept. But it turned gold initially, and I'm like, oh gosh, this was what I wanted. She said, no, it will calm down. We'll put something else to calm it, you know. So, and that was it. Really embraced it at 50, and almost 8 years now, isn't it? Yeah. So.
What? You mean you're not 40?
Almost 60, more like. Yeah, so that was it. And since then, I've just been rocking it.
Can I just say you look damn good for near 60 now?
Yeah.
Like, you look amazing. So, definitely.
And the hair is beautiful.
And your hair is absolutely... Do you mind if I feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, gosh, it's gorgeous.
Thank
It actually doesn't even look like it's your hair. Actually, do people say to you like it looks like your
wearing
wig?
a wig? Yes.
Yeah.
Are you sure this is natural? Yes, it is.
Yeah. And do they then proceed to touch it like I just did?
Well,
Yeah.
because it's you.
Yeah. You check it, tell them, don't touch my hair.
I'm tall anyway. Nobody can touch me.
She is. Can I just ask, I know we're going round, but can I just ask you, you said about the savings of £40,
Yeah.
I remember. Did it also, did it break your head? Or did you find that it made your hair a bit drier than normal, or
Yes, drier.
drier than
Definitely.
normal? Okay.
Not really breakage. My hair is just tough. I've got tough
Okay.
hair.
Yeah.
So anything I do to it seems to bounce back.
Yeah.
So, but dryness, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
split ends. I had
Okay.
loads of that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's ask you, Ngozi, about your journey to Silver
Great.
Vixenhood.
I wish I had an interesting story. I don't.
It's okay.
To be
I'm sure it's
honest.
interesting still.
I'm going through menopause, and I've just
Oh, dear, story
decided
of our lives.
I'm going to reduce my worries, and the hair is one of them.
Okay.
So, and secondly, since I moved to the UK, it's actually very expensive. So honestly, my hair gets the least attention. I wash it. I use a hot comb. You know the hot comb they use when we're children.
Oh wow, you have that.
Is that all
Yes.
you use? Okay.
That's all. I
So
did
I
that
actually
this
thought your
evening.
hair was what's it?
So,
Yeah.
No, once in a while I
Okay.
do that because it gets really difficult to manage when
Yes.
it's natural.
Mm.
So once in a while I straighten it, but most times it's not. I perm it maybe once a year, once every 2 years,
Okay.
or I texturize it to make
Yeah.
it soft, and then I just use the hot comb. So
Mhm.
like this afternoon I washed it,
Okay.
conditioned it, and used the hot comb to comb it out.
Okay.
So I think it's just me keeping my life easy and simple, and one less. I've had like 40 symptoms of menopause. So one less symptom to deal with because my hair is falling off.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So that's why it's so light. It's been falling off. So
But
I
it's
just
beautiful. It's your, so your
Yeah.
grays, your silver strands
Mhm.
are actually streaky.
Thank
Yeah, it looks like a
Streaks,
streak, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually gorgeous.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
but I like my natural look when I
Yes.
can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just so honestly nothing fancy. Just me keeping my life simple. One less thing to worry about.
Mhm.
So I just wash and maintain the hair. That's it.
Mm.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me?
And yes, like her.
So I've been growing since I was a teenager. So similar to you, I know you're 20s, but mine started a long time before that. So yeah, I've been growing for a long time. And I think it started off a couple of strands here and there, and then over the last 10 years, it just poof. I don't know what happened. Probably childbirth, maybe. You never know
Okay.
what childbirth does to you, but it just seems to be doubling and tripling and
Or maybe motherhood. The
probably,
stress.
yeah.
The
Or maybe
stress
I'm
of
becoming
it.
wiser, right? Yeah.
But that's one of the things.
So
yeah.
I've just never felt the need to. It's always been a part of me, so I know nothing
Yeah.
else but grey. So I've just never felt the need to change my hair or what it is. I mean, the beauty of black hair, afro hair, is that you can do so much with it. So, people don't even know I'm this grey. It could be hidden in blonde braids,
Yeah.
white braids, black braids. No one knows.
So it
So-
can be anybody.
Yeah,
anything
but once
you
in a
want to
while,
You
she
let
comes
it
out.
Yeah. And it's
She comes out to
beautiful.
play, and
Yeah.
I fall in love with her every single time I do that. But then back to braids.
You fall in love with her.
Oh, yeah.
She actually, her hair has gender. If you missed that, yes, her hair is a girl.
A girl.
Yeah. So
Very
how old is she?
Probably if I was in my teens, maybe. No, that would be giving away my age.
For me today, I thought I was really grey or silver until we actually got together, and then the reality stared me in the face, which is I'm not actually as silver as I thought I would. I feel silver. Well, it's all in front here. So I don't know if I give you a story. I don't know whether I'll sound really ridiculous saying it or not, but it's quite similar to Malica's story and Osita's story as well, which is I grayed prematurely, so probably in my 20s, but obviously didn't pick up as much momentum as Malica's did. So I am grey in the middle and all in front, but I absolutely love my grays. So I've had, and I don't know if you guys have as well, feel free to, so I am grey in the middle and all in front, but I absolutely love my grays. So I've had, and I don't know if you guys have as well, feel free to, share if you have. I've had friends who've written to me to say, "Oh, are you sure you don't want to dye it? Do you not think it would look better? Until at least maybe it's all silver, like it looks a bit patchy and all whatnot." But actually, I quite like my hair grey. I can't wait for it to look like everyone else's on the table. I think there's something unique about being silver. I'm not sure it's just the wisdom. I think it's just embracing it for what it is. So I feel every time my silver is out, especially when I combine my silver with big hair, so I wear my afro, I feel very, what's the word? I feel very sexy, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
vivacious. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I guess, okay, so I've said how it makes me feel to wear my hair the way it is. So combination of being in my natural state and don't get me wrong, I think all ways of wearing hair can be pretty. It's just some people, like, it's an individual thing, right? The Unshakable woman is individual in her approach to life. So I suppose this is my own way. So this is how I feel expresses me. I express myself the best. So when I was going to do my first podcast, for example, I actually waited until it was time to take out my braids before I recorded, because I felt like my introduction to podcasting should be me in my most natural form, which is A, my afro, and B, with my silver strands on display. So throwing the question back to you, the eccentric one and the creator, how does your hair make you feel?
Well,
is there?
It's like everything else. I just believe in being myself. However I find that the Creator has made me, I embrace it, and it comes. You could almost link it to color as well. I've never been one to want to do anything to my skin. So it's same thing with my hair. Apart from that, the dyeing of the hair wasn't because I was hiding my grey. I just like color. So my hair is something I change up all the time. Even with it now, I can still wear my wig. I don't diss wearing wig or braiding or anything else. I can change it, do whatever I like to it. But my natural state, I feel more comfortable. Like today, I had braids up until 2 days ago, but because I knew I was doing this, I just wanted to. We're talking about hair, so my braid was actually grey color as well. So I could have come in my grey braids, but I just felt like today being with my hair is my authentic self. I feel more comfortable turning up as me.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I'm surprised anybody would say that to you, even dare to write to you, or be their friends or family. I've been lucky. People have actually encouraged me, like my hairdresser. And I think when I did it, my 50th, obviously, unveiling it on Facebook.
Yay!
And everybody
I'm going to
was
go
like,
back to your Instagram to go search for those photos of the unveiling of the
No,
silver.
I think I didn't have Instagram then. It was actually Facebook page. Everybody was like, wow.
Can you share a photo with me
Yeah,
later,
yeah,
please?
I can. Yes.
Okay. I'll show you guys.
Yeah, and everybody welcomed it. And nobody
Yes.
said, oh, you're looking old, or nothing of that nature. So the more you got the approval from other people, not that I needed it, but it helped. And then I suppose the icing on the cake for me was I went to Nigeria, and at the airport, this woman just walked up to me. I'm like, I don't know you. They said, oh, I know you from Facebook. Your hair. It was from my hair. I couldn't believe it, She said, and once I saw, someone else told me to go to your page because she had been encouraging her to stop dyeing her hair. I said, go and look at somebody and see what people are doing with grey. So she came and saw it. And since then, she stopped dyeing her hair. So she said to me, this is me now, and everything. I'm like, wow. I went away thinking, you mean I was actually able to influence somebody to stop dyeing their hair and, embrace what they have. So that, it's been quite an encouraging journey.
Okay. That's really very insightful, very inspiring actually. And just to say, this is not this isn't us, right? Dissing people who dye their hair, right? It's
No.
quite the
No, no, no,
opposite,
no.
actually. I think, so this is about a personal journey. So for 4 of us, this is our story. So, and obviously Unshakable does not have any preferences as to how you wear your hair. So if you don't have an afro or you're not silver at the moment, you're still unshakable.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I just thought I'd say that. Yeah. Okay.
And like she
Ngozi?
said, we
Yeah.
still wear wigs.
Yeah.
Yes. You wear wigs.
Yeah.
So sometimes.
Yeah, I think a friend of mine once made me a blonde wig. It was so straight, and I put it on, and actually, do you know what? I still have that somewhere on my Instagram. Maybe I'll share. I felt incredibly sexy. I was like, "Oh, hello, who is this?" So, yeah, I can. I suppose it depends on the mood, the
Yeah,
season,
change
the
it up
feeling.
whenever you
Okay,
like
change
it.
it up, but by default, this is me. This is my most natural. This is the self I like to put forward. So yeah. Sorry, Ngozi, I interrupted you. I was going to move on to you to say.
I just agreed with what she said about we still wear wigs or do other things when we want to. Yeah.
But how does your hair make you feel? I think that was the question I
Fantastic,
put to.
actually.
Okay.
I love freedom.
Okay.
So,
like us try.
yes.
Yeah.
And one of my first rules of dressing is comfort. So there are times I wear my wig, but most times I honestly couldn't be bothered. So I love the fact that there's this freedom to just have my natural hair and still feel good. So for me, that settles it. Sometimes I don't wear a wig for 3. I don't think I've worn a wig in the past 3 to 6 months. Maybe not 6, but 3 months at least. I haven't. So I just love the freedom that gives me to be in my natural hair and still feel beautiful and I'm happy. And I love the fresh air.
On the scalp. Yes.
And
It's
sometimes I
very
like
soothing.
to just go under the shower and have
yes.
the water just run all the way down. So
Yes,
for me,
yes.
it's the freedom really. And I feel good in my hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Laika? She stole your words down.
What's the synonym?
No, I think for me, I love, as much as I love my hair, I also like comfort. And for me, you always find me in braids, right? The natural hair is still there underneath the braids, so I'm still natural. But I love braids just because of the freedom it gives. You get up and go, right?
Yeah.
And life is busy, as you all know.
So, but the braids actually is also, your braids are usually silver.
They're silver as well. Yes, I have no choice.
Yeah.
I can't have any other color. Well, apart from blonde and other colors, mixed colors, but still mostly silver. I think, but sometimes I crave my hair. Like when I took it, my braids out only yesterday actually, and I had a nice wash and condition. I was like, ooh, I feel really good. So you still get that feeling of this is me, this is who I am. But yeah. Like I said, back to braids probably tomorrow in a day or two.
And she's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I think that's why many people don't know I'm this great as well. But back to your point about someone complimenting you, I make it a point when I'm out and I see a lady in grey, especially when they're growing it out, you can see the black and you can see the grey. And I always stop them and I'm like, I really love your hair, it's great, carry on, because I think there's, like you said, there's a lot of prejudice out there towards premature greying. I've had friends as well say to me, you should dye your hair, makes you look older. But I'm naturally stubborn, so that's just noise.
Yeah, can I just say, I don't mind. I actually don't really mind looking older. I don't care if I look old, young, if I look like a dinosaur, or I actually don't.
Just be you, right?
But
Yeah.
interestingly, I get more compliments when I have my natural hair. And people say to me, you look younger.
It
hear
brings
that
out
all
your
the
features.
time.
It brings out your
And when
features.
I wear my wig, in fact, a
Yeah.
friend of mine said to me once, Ngozi, you actually need to stop wearing wigs. Yes, they might look glamorous, but it makes you look older. So in some cases, your natural hair actually, that was one of the first compliments I paid when I walked in.
Yeah, that's
Natural hair
true.
looks beautiful.
Yeah, no, I agree. For me, it's just the life is
The
quite busy.
convenience, yes.
Yes, the inconvenience. But I do have it out quite a bit. Just, I think every time I take my braids out, it's gone 5 shades grey, and I'm just like, what's going on here? But yeah, no.
what about this phrase? Well, I'm just making this up. I don't know. I'm calling it a phrase. Let's see how it comes out. But freedom of expression. So, is your hair linked to your to the creator in you, the builder creator in you, the freedom enthusiast in you, and I don't know what I call myself, the quirky person? Yeah, so that's the question. Is there anything about your hair in silver that is an expression of your personality?
I think in being different, I like to be different.
Different.
So yes, it does add to it because not many people have it. So it's an addition as opposed to a subtraction. So I welcome it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
In my case, I've always been comfortable in my skin. Yes, so in a way, my hair is an expression of this is what it is. And behind doors, everywhere, you get the full version.
whether you want it or whether, however it is.
This is it. If you don't like it, it's fine. If you love it, please stay. This is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think similarly, it's the freedom to be your authentic self. Like I said earlier on, this is it, right? Post up.
Yeah, I think we've actually covered everything. So the words I've picked up: savings. It's very interesting in the economy we have today. Yeah, please go grey. You will save money. Yeah, specifically £40 or thereabouts.
That was 10 years ago. I'm sure it doesn't
now.
now. I'm sure you're up to £80 now to dye your hair.
And then, other than that, we've had words like freedom, we've had words like comfort, we've picked up eccentric, embrace being different, unique, addition or subtraction, comfort in one's own skin, freedom, enthusiasm, and just general comfort. Like today's world is so busy, wash and go, and it's all good. Just to also reiterate, this isn't saying that, however, if you choose to wear bone straight wigs, all the way down, whatever, long, okay, or you like braids or whatever it is you feel is an expression of yourself, is absolutely fine, right? So Unshakable encompasses every single personality about everyone. So, all basically beautifully and wonderfully made. Today, I just thought specifically this episode was just literally to celebrate the unshakable women of the Silver Vixenhood. I just made that up here. So, cheers. Yeah. Cheers. So thank you for joining me. I'm your host, Sally Chibuzie, from Chronicles of Unshakable Truth, the new and best podcast. Please subscribe if you haven't. Owner and founder of the brand Unshakable, and we're all going to chant the motto today. So Unshakable is a state of mind. Take your state of mind with you everywhere you go. Be unshakable. Be in truth with yourself. Love yourself. Thank you.